Why Pot of Greed is banned? Well, Pot of Greed is basically a no-brainer on why it's banned. It's a +1 hand advantage for no cost. It is good in literally every single deck, and the card itself is basically like giving yourself a smaller deck. Now, what hand advantage is the amount of cards you have in your hand compared to your opponent. In theory, having more cards in your hand than your opponent means you have more ways of countering whatever they can throw at you. If you have 0 cards in your hand and you draw into a Pot of Greed, you now have 2 cards in your hand, which significantly increases the chance that you have a playable card. Now, take Book of the Moon and Dark Hole for example. Both are great cards, but each is a -1 in hand advantage. Dark Hole, while being a -1, can give you field advantage if you clear more cards on your opponent's side of the field than your own. Most cards and all monsters basically lie in the -1 category. Now, cards with a discard cost, like Regeki Break or Lightning Vortex, are a -2 in hand advantage. Cards with a discard cost are generally a bad idea unless the effect itself counters the hand advantage significantly, like Lightning Vortex. While Lightning Vortex is a -2, it has the potential to make your opponent go -1 through 5 in field advantage. Cards that make you go hand neutral, like Reinforcements of the Army or Emergency Call, are all great for getting out key cards while not giving up hand advantage. That's why a lot of hand neutral cards are either limited or have some kind of cost, like Upstart Goblin. Pot of Greed is one of the few cards to give hand advantage without some kind of cost. Salvage, for example, is the same hand advantage as Pot of Greed, yet it's unlimited. The big difference, though, is that Salvage is only used in specific decks with low-level water-type monsters, and they have to be in the grave. But Pot of Greed gives the same hand advantage with no cost, and is good in every single deck.